Morning guys, so it's the next day after picking up our monster diamond python that was run over. So we've got him booked in first thing this morning at amazing local North Richmond vets. We'll run him down there, but I thought we'd also utilise the time and I'll take a water dragon down that was attacked by a dog and he's got to get a few stitches up. He's healed up and ready to go. We'll utilise the time and take both down and hopefully get them sorted. So I don't know how well you'll be able to see on here, but the big fella, he's got a few stitches. He's got one behind the eye, one on the nose, one above this eye, and one below the eye. Gone through the wars a bit, got a bit of a notch out of his tail. We'll go down, get the stitches out, and he should be pretty close to release, to be honest. You can see he's actually got a regen tail, which is pretty cool. Sort you out, big fella. I probably won't film at the vets, although I'd absolutely love to in the future. The work they do down at North Richmond is just amazing, everything they do for us. And the footage would actually be really fantastic for everyone to see. Something we can work on in the future. I've got to work up the courage to ask to film in there. But anyway, let's get down there. Just gotten back home, we got good news. Python's super strong, there's no cuts in him, there's nothing the vets seem to worry about. I'll have to set him up. I'll either set, I've got an aviary, I've got a 6-foot tank. I'll have to see whatever suits him, whatever he can't get out of, and I'll just monitor him for another week, make sure he can climb. That's all really, make sure he can climb. He's super strong, wrapping around our arms. We'll just monitor him and keep an eye, and yeah, as long as he's good for the next week, we'll get him back out before winter, before he gets stuck here. That's the game plan. And Mr. Water Dragon, he's looking really well. We got one more week for the water dragon, and then those stitches can come out, and then we can get him away before winter as well. So looking good, aren't we, Crashy? You looking good? So we're just setting up an aviary for this diamond just so I can get it outside as soon as possible and monitor it over a couple of days. The aviary's mainly been used for birds and lace monitors. I haven't really had a diamond in it before. I've just got a few holes I've got to block up. So we'll get onto that and try get him in before sunset. So then he can be in there for the night and be ready for sunrise. As I was just saying, I normally have this for lace monitors. I took this middle panel out, so when I have a bigger one, they got more room to move around. I can put a box in there. But it's also good for birds. I can put branches across there. For this one, I just want to set this smaller one up for the diamond. So I've started putting, there's just a few holes along here, the gap along there. So I'm about to block this gap. And I might just have to put a small piece here and something up here. These guys get out the smaller spots. That'll be pretty much it. He's a fatty, but I'll block this just in case. Then this has got a bit of movement with a gap here, so I'll just put a second piece over the top just from there to there. It's getting dark, head torches on. I just found this piece, I just notched a bit out. Like I said, it's not pretty, but it does the job. Screw that in there. Chuck some branches in, a box, and we'll get him in here for the night. Just got a bag of Yuki mulch. We can fill up sort of a hide or a nest box, more a hide really. Just set that up here out of the weather and stay high and dry. Now we're going to do this one-handed. Oh, cough, Bill. I'm going to get head-butted in a sec. What are you doing in here? Thinks it's a bag of food. Typical. How's that look, Billy boy? Up from the last lacy, you might have to get a new one. Oh, I will have to get a new one. Right, the big fella. That'll do for now. Quickly deck it out with some sticks. Alright, like I said before, nothing special, but it's temporary. Hopefully not even for a week. So we got some branches for in the bath when he can bask here in the sun. He's got a pond. We can see how he goes tomorrow. If he's trying to get somewhere and he can't, I can chuck some more sticks in. I can put a shelf in. This will do for tonight, just to get him out of the bag, get him moving around, see how he's going. We'll put him in. I might try and get him in the hide just so he knows where it is. To be honest, he'll either just hide all night or he'll spend the night trying to get out. Can't remember if I gave you guys a close look the other day, but you'll see how good condition he actually is, despite being run over. And the size of him. Well, that worked out. No, stay in there. Oh, you're too fat. It's too fat for the lid. Oh my god. I'm definitely gonna have to upgrade this. But that's actually perfect. I wanted him to find the hide, and as you could see, he went straight to it. I'm sure he'll come out tonight, find out where he is. If not, he'll wait for the morning, come bask. You'd see how healthy and unfazed he was. A lot of the time when they get run over, as you've probably seen on my Instagram, they get a big cut in them, which then we do have to stitch up and keep in care for a number of months. Everyone thinks this guy's fine to go, so we'll monitor him for the next week, and if things are good, he'll be back home sooner than we thought. Sorry, stay in there. Alright, we'll leave him, we'll check on him a bit later. Hey guys, it's the next morning. We'll just go check on our diamond. We got beautiful suns coming down. We'll see if he's basking. Checked on him multiple times last night and he's so damn active. He's more active than almost any I've had in care before. He's climbing, he's hanging, he's super strong. It's like nothing's even happened to him, which is incredible. I'll still keep him for a week and monitor him before we let him go. Yeah, look, there he is, soaking up the morning sun. What an incredible animal, eh? I might have to try and put a couple more branches across here where the sun's coming in. Sun's coming in from there. Gonna want to bask here. See if I can find a couple more sticks for him to whack him. Let him rest up, get some sun. I guarantee you when I come back out he'll be curled up here again. We'll leave him for now. Hopefully these trees don't block too much sun. Let's go see if he's utilising his new branches. I think I can see him. You are seriously stunning. Good morning guys, and a beautiful one it is. Perfect day to release our python. We've had him for about a week now. He's super active. I just can't see anything wrong with him. He's more active than healthy ones that I've had. He's climbing, he's shitting, he's doing everything he needs to. And we're getting pretty close to winter, so don't want to have to keep anything longer than we need to. What we're going to do today, we're going to bag him up. Yeah, look at him here, getting some morning sun. There he is, absolutely stunning. So what we'll do, I'll go get the bag, we'll bag him up, we'll go for a drive out to Roseville, which is where he came from, and it's going to be a bit tricky, so I've got to try and bush bash behind the street, behind the houses where he was, so we can get him back into the bush, because I'm not going to put him back on the road. If we can get to this bush spot I want to get to, it's only about 50 meters from where he actually was, so he'll know where he is, where the food source is, what to do. If he's got a little nest or a little hide, he can get back to that. That's our plan for today, big fella. What are you two doing out here, huh? You look guilty. Come on, back inside. Come on. Just went and grabbed the bag. There it is. I've got a feeling it's not going to be easy. He's going to wrap around everything, and then he's not going to get in the bag. Set the camera up and see how difficult he's going to be. Technically, the more difficult they are, the healthier they are, really, if you think about it that way. Hey, big fella. Told you it wasn't going to be easy. They're so strong. There he is. Certainly problems you can feel a bit of grazing under the belly, and that's about it. I mean, sure there could be some hey Bams, nothing that's causing him any problems. Nothing that the vet's concerned about. I mean, these guys are so hardy. Honestly, the best thing to do is just to get him back out before winter so he can set himself up. You probably won't be able to see, but there's a bit of discoloring on the, turn around, on the scales where it's a bit roughed up, bit of a graze sort of. There's no broken skin. Honestly, this just shows how people are just terrified of nothing. This is a completely wild snake. I'm grabbing him, and he just could not care less. I'm sure he cares, but he's not angry at me. Look at that tongue. Gonna go in, take you home. He's a heavy boy. All right, he can ride shotgun with me. Oh, he weighs a ton. There he is, nice and comfortable. Got enough room in there, dude. Perfect. Put the puppies inside and away we'll go. Back out here in Roseville, as you can see, I've found this nice little reserve, which is the only access to the bush I can find. We got a bit of a pickle. Don't know how well you can see, but we are here. Snake was found here on this road. Obviously can't release it back into someone's house or on the road. What we're gonna do, we're gonna try make our way through this bushland. We'll see how far we can get. I mean, it's pretty dense, but we'll try our luck. We'll try our luck. I thought I'd come suss it out first, see how close we can get, just so I don't give the pipe any unnecessary stress. I was worried about the creek crossing. I don't think there's anything to be worried about. It actually looks like it opens up a bit, so hopefully we can get pretty close. If it does seem like it's going to be okay, we'll run back, grab the snake and keep going. This is actually insane. I'm literally on the edge of, well, I'm on the edge of slippery stuff, but we're right on the edge of suburbia. Not even suburbia, Chatswood, which is like a miniature city, and you got this running through the middle of houses. It just shows you how much we've just destroyed and raped and pillaged our country. Everything would have looked like this. But anyway, we need to protect what is left. I think this is the way we got to go. Got pretty close to where I needed to get to. Pretty confident that we'll make it. We'll head back, grab the big fella, and we'll trek it back up there. But we're looking good, we're on. This is the exciting part. Oh, he knows he's home. Oh shit, I walked past where I was meant to go. This snake must weigh damn near 10 kilos. He is a heavy bugger. Whew. We're getting close. We've come to a bit of a halt. The houses are really encroaching on the bushland. Houses here, the little creek at the bottom, and houses that run parallel either side. He's 100 metres where he's from. He'd know how to get back there if that's where he wants to go. If not, he's got the dense bush that way. If he wants to pick up rats at people's houses, he can go that way. Let's go back a little bit that way, see if we can find a nice outcrop. Bit of a tree like that with some hollows. Somewhere nice for him. Let's do that. We'll just come not even 20 metres back into the bush, and I think this tree's pretty cool, might be good for him. I'll see if he wants to get sent into this hollow log here. That way he can hide until he works out what he wants to do. If he comes out, there's a bunch of hollows up the tree. There's rocks and whatnot. There'd be so many holes under there for him. The sun's coming through. And he can work out what he wants to do. Let's just get him out of the bag and he can go on his way. Wouldn't be surprised if this guy just straight up wants to keep adventuring, because he hasn't sat very still the whole time I've had him. He's an absolute monster. See if he wants to go in the log. So he went in, but straight back out. I told you it was deer, mate. After being stuck in the bag, he probably wants to just go and find a sunny spot somewhere. This big fat python wants to hang out in the smallest, twiggiest tree. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. But it's probably just waiting for me to piss off. Give him 5 minutes, see if he moves on. So I left him for 15 minutes and come back and he's still here. He seems pretty content in his little sticky, shrubby, it's not even a tree, I don't know what you call it. These guys are always hard to release because they hang around or they slowly move off. So you wonder, have I done the right thing? Have I taken them to the right place? And you release the elapids, the venomous species, just shoom, gone. Literally in a blink of an eye. These guys, you worry about them a bit more. I think he's happy. He's so close to where he was. He's perched up. It's beautiful weather. We got good weather for another couple of days. Fingers crossed, and we'll leave him on his way. I'll stop hassling him. And we're back on the easy track, no more bush bashing. We're nearly out, we'll head back home. And we've got to stop into Kellyville Pets actually and pick up a couple UVB lights and a couple more heat lights. A few more people looking after some animals which need some gear. We'll do that on the way home, and who knows, look at the sky. Daylight today, there might even be some more calls come in. And we're back.